Hey everybody, TYCO back here for another episode of our Newcastle United playthrough. We are in episode 2 now, um, and once again we have Nuno Espirito Santo as the coach of Newcastle United. We did win the Manager of the Month award, which is great, and yeah, I'm not going to do any international managing, but sitting at the table after the end of the first episode, we are sitting in fourth place. We demolished Wolves by 5 goals to nil after coming off of a loss to Tottenham. Should be an interesting episode today. We have Fulham away, and then we host Manchester City, the four-time reigning champions, at St. James's Park. So let's just dive right into it with our match against Fulham. Alrighty, Craven Cottage is the venue of our next match. I've mentioned it a few times as the people populate into their seats. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. When part of the trip I took in October, Fulham was also one of the stadiums I toured. A friend of mine is a Fulham fan, and so it was nice to get to see their stadium. Again, real small, real old stadium, but super cool, super nice. Really enjoyed getting to see behind the scenes there. So if you've never been, I highly encourage it. And if you have been, you can tell the rest of the class how nice it is there at Fulham. Well, the unbeaten start to the season ended after 2 matches. The unbeaten start at home ended after one match because we lost the second one. But again, here we are, early chance. Jacob Murphy can't squeeze it in. But here we are with a chance to continue the new run we're going to start here. Had that great win against Wolves, and I'd love to see us get another clean sheet away from home today. Or get another clean sheet. That's right. Excuse me, because we did get the one at Wolves. Oh my gosh, Tyler! Another great tackle by Fulham. We do well until we get to that final third, and then we kind of just putz around there. So as we enter or near the half-hour mark, we've had the best chances. Fulham's had the majority of the possession. We've had the better chances. That free kick, really our best look so far, other than the Jacob Murphy chance. If they're going to give me the freedom, I want to run and take a shot from distance. It's handball. Thank you, Lord. It is, and I'll take it. These handballs, I'm sure you saw in the lead save, are speculative at best, but I'll go ahead and take the penalty. Excuse me. Oh, so horrible. Alexander Isak on penalty duty to make it 1-0 against Fulham, and it's saved, and that may be, from a Fulham point of view, justice served. But well. All right, well, penalty saved by Fulham, and their fans are in this right now. Joe Linton from distance, wow! And he makes up for it. 1-0 to Newcastle United, 10 minutes before halftime, and Newcastle get the lead they deserve despite the missed penalty. I'll take that. That was what a hit from Joe Linton. No one was going to close him down. That's fine. We're just going to rocket it past the goalkeeper for 1-0. I don't know if any of you were watching the Leeds save I had. There was one match towards the end of our sole season at Leeds where we had 3 penalties in one game and missed 2 of them, and that ended our chance to be winning the championship. We got promoted by being in second, but we could have won the league on goal difference. And anyway, regardless, it's fine at the end of the day. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going here, because we have the goal. Joe Linton with another hit, but it's saved by the goalkeeper again. That's odd. We'll wait till halftime to make a change. And Fulham are at 6s and 7s right now. I could have just taken it myself with Isak, but that's fine. We're going to take this lead into halftime. It's Fulham 0, Newcastle United 1. But we went ahead and made the change, get Kelly on for Lewis Hall, and hope that we can continue on with this, keep another clean sheet away from home. Joe Linton's goal. I'm sorry, target came on for Hall. I apologize. Regardless, keep this back-to-back clean sheets away from home. This will be 3 wins in a row away from home if we can pull it off. And we've kept a clean sheet in 2 of our first 4 matches, which has been great. Defensively is kind of how I want to play, like I did with Leeds. We're the best defensive team in the championship. Hopefully with Newcastle, we can be the best defensive team in the Premier League. And Newcastle get a penalty from handball. Oh, man, these handball calls are just getting ridiculous. It's never been a penalty, ever, in the history of football. And we're going to go left. And we save theirs. And again, I think it's another case of justice being done. Nick Pope keeping us in it at 1-0. Oh, we can't clear it. Nick Pope needs to hold on, and Fulham have gotten the goal. Yet again, Nick Pope not holding on to the ball. And that's exactly what happened against Tottenham. The clean sheet's gone. Raul Jimenez makes it 1-1, on the day. And now we have it to do here to try to get this lead back. Isak is onside, and we cannot squeeze it in. That was a lot farther than I intended that on going, and it went right into Lucas's hands. Oh my gosh, again, long stats pass. Just enough. Right as we try to go to the final third. Oh. Well, 4 changes for us I made off camera. And we don't need to be dropping points here against Fulham. That's no disrespect to Fulham by any means. But we need to be taking maximum points if we're going to be challenging it all for the top 4. Kieran Trippier to Miguel Almiron, one of the substitutes. Alexander Isak finding Almiron in the overlap. And it is Alexander Isak with 11 minutes left. It's 2-1. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm too excited. I keep messing up the score. And that was almost too easy in the end.
Let's take another look. And I'm not sure what the keeper was thinking there.
The keeper came out and Isak couldn't miss. It was an open goal. Oh, 10 minutes left. That may be what, the decisive goal, hopefully. Oh, it almost found Almiron there in the final third. And we're able just to keep it in. It's fine. I know we didn't keep possession, but as long as it's at their end of the field, of the pitch, excuse me, I'll use the proper vernacular. And then I'm happy. Get the ball in the corner is my thought here. RB Barnes. Can he settle it? And it goes just wide. But it's going to end up, I think, because that final whistle's about to come. Fulham 1, Newcastle 2. There's about a minute left of stoppage time. As long as Fulham are attacking, the AI will let it go. And it goes wide, and that'll be it. All right, good way to start the episode off here. Picking up where we left off against Wolves. It's Fulham 1, Newcastle 2. All right, coming off the heels of that great victory, we're going to play Port Vale in the League Cup. As I've mentioned before, the board wants us to go win the FA Cup, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Love to try to get the League Cup as well. Yeah, Emilio, I'll put you in the team for the next game. But yeah, Port Vale is our next opponent. Excuse me. Well, I made about, I think, an entire 11 changes for this match here against Port Vale. So just try to get some of the fringe players some minutes here, keep everybody in the squad happy. I mean, I pretty much have my normal starting 11 that I'm locked in with, but I want to get some other players out there, get Tonali some minutes, see how he does, see if we can kind of work him in the starting 11. Ooh, what in the world? Weird. Anyway, yeah, so big win against Wolves. See how we can progress here in the Cup before we host the champions. I mentioned before in the last episode, and then I think I'm going to have the kind of a post look at the leads save. I think I deleted it all, unfortunately, though. So regardless, this is probably moot. But again, the leads save, guys. I accidentally turned off transfers completely, so that was really stupid of me. So I made sure to leave them on this time, but we turned off the first transfer window, which is why you saw nothing going on. And they're set back to the initial squads. Just a reminder for those who are just now tuning in on this episode to this for the first time. And our manager is, first goal. Great goal. Miguel Almiron, I'll take that all day. Great goal, 1-0 Newcastle. But like I was saying, we are the Newcastle United, and the manager is Nuno Espirito Santo. I wanted to, like I said in the first episode, to just kind of bend reality a little bit, see how much fun we could have doing something just a little bit different. I like what Nuno's doing with Nottingham, excuse me, for my Forest faithful here, if anyone of those are watching. Kind of felt he got a bad hand at Tottenham, mainly going to Tottenham was the bad hand. So anyway, so just having a little bit of fun here, and Tottenham kind of got the last laugh in the first episode, beating us 2-1 at St. James's Park. So yeah, almost a quick second. Oh, good try. Well, creeping towards halftime. Kind of exactly where I expected us to be. 1-0 to the good. And, despite having made 11 changes and bringing in Dubravka, who's had to really do nothing for the most part. I think he's touched the ball once or twice in this match. Oh, can't get quite to him. But anyway, regardless, happy with the first half performance here. At the end of the first half, it is Port Vale 0, Newcastle United 1. So we kick off the second half. Just gonna hope for more of the same here, and if not, I'll be glad to take a 1-0 lead or 1-0 victory into the next round. Too slow on the shot. And even if we can't get something, we have pretty much our entire first team on the bench. We're here in reserve today. I'm fairly confident we'll be able to see off Port Vale as we look forward to the next match against Manchester City. Port Vale have really just kind of grown into this game here in the second half. We've not really done too much attacking-wise, but as long as Dubravka keeps us in this, we might not be able to. That's a great goal. That is a great goal for Port Vale. I just pulled the defender, and I shouldn't have. It's 1-1. Well, that changes. That changes the entire complexion of this tie. I do believe we have extra time and penalties if it goes the distance. It goes the full 90. He's got to be offside, I guess. He has to be offside, and he's not in Port Vale. Out of nowhere, or 2-1 up on us. Wow. And Dubravka, after I said had to do nothing, has picked the ball out of his net twice now in quick succession. Joe Willock, though, right away it's 2-2, and Newcastle were not down long.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's a really cool finish. He didn't overthink it, just made his mind up and slotted it home.
Thought about going far post. Near post was just as fine, but it's 2-2, and we have a proper cup tie on our hands here. Anthony Gordon. Oh, just put it wide. Whew, wow. Who had this on their bingo card when it was 1-0 at halftime?
Switched on and ready to intercept there.
Full credit to Port Vale for making this a proper cup match. Oh my goodness. That's got to be a card. Surely yellow. It is, yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, it's going to reach the 90. That was great cup tie. It's 2-2, and we're going to go to penalties. And he goes right down the middle. Oh my gosh. Callum Wilson for Newcastle. And it's saved! Oh my goodness. There's the shock on here. And Dubravka with a save of his own. Miguel Almiron scored the first goal. And we're level 1-1. Oh, they went down the middle a second time. Oh my gosh. Bruno Guimaraes to tie the shootout. Does it. Crossdale versus Dubravka saved. Anthony Gordon to put us ahead in the shootout for the first time. Does just that. Curtis to keep Port Vale in the tie. And Dubravka saves it. He saved 3 penalties in the shootout. And Newcastle, by the skin of their teeth, are going on to the next round of the EFL Cup. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. Well, that was a lot closer than it needed to be. It finishes 2-2 on the in the 90, but 3-2 on penalties to Newcastle. Man, that was close. Well, just getting by the skin of our teeth there against Port Vale, and we have Manchester City coming up next. Yep, that's whoo boy. So we'll see how this one goes. They currently sitting 6th in the league. Let's check the table real fast. Manchester United still top 5 from 5. At Villa, Chelsea, us, then Spurs and City as we continue on in the season. And then the bottom 3, 5 games in: Wolves, West Ham, and Leicester City.
The cameras are fixed to one man. What a fabulous start to the season for him. Does he have more goals in his future? Stay with us. Hello and welcome to the northeast of England. We're here at St James's Park. My name is Derek.
Well, this is arguably our toughest test of the season so far. We lost one of our big tests against Spurs earlier on, but this is something completely different. These are the champions. This is Manchester City, and we're obviously going to play our best. We cannot play at all like we did in the second half against Port Vale, or we're just going to get taken to the cleaner. So anyway, we'll see how today goes. back to the normal starting 11. So we'll see how we play today. I figure possession is going to be hard to come by in this one. City, I'm okay with them having majority of the ball as long as we can keep them at bay defensively. I may nick a chance here or two, the best that we can. Just kind of like that, but I think it's... Oh, he's offside. I thought for a second maybe we somehow got some weird handball penalty, but... Whew, all right, that's fine. I'll take the offside call. And I'm fairly certain we're going to give up quite a few corners as well today. No doubts about that. Oh, he just put it wide. That's the danger, man. I'm kind of shocked he missed that, but I'm also extremely happy. Oh, okay. It's not off of us or off of them. Here we go on the counterattack. Jacob Murphy. Well, they're going to give me a lot of space here. Oh, and I can't seem to get it through. That's fine. As long as we can hold them, as long as we can, and not let them through, I'm happy. And that's surely a yellow card. All right, good. He's going to come back for it. That's fine. Bad challenge on my part. Oh, great save, Nick Pope. Didn't hold it, but that's fine. But inching close to halftime, I'm not disappointed at all with this. He's onside, though. Great save. It hits the post. Oh, my gosh. How lucky are we going to get? That should be 2 or 3-0 at this point. Yeah, that's going back to that earlier challenge by Lewis Hall. Yeah, it was definitely a yellow card for sure. I don't know what he's upset about. Walking that tightrope there, Sean Longstaff. One minute of stoppage time left, or stoppage time to play, excuse me. And that should just about be it. There's not much going on here. Let's blow the whistle, ref. And great save there by Pope again. And there's the whistle. Oh, my goodness. 1 minute of stoppage time became 6 or 7, but at that time it's Newcastle, Manchester City 0. All right, second half kicking off here, 0-0, exactly where I wanted to be against the champions. Make sure we take Lewis Hall off at some point. I'm gonna make sure to keep that note in the back of my head. Don't want to go down a man against City. Anthony Gordon. He's sacking out of nowhere. 3 minutes into the second half. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0. And we don't really deserve it. We've been the second best, but that was a great goal. Ederson was nowhere near it, and Isak is his 7th of the season. Wow, that is fantastic. Exactly what we needed. That's a huge blow to City, but I'll take it. We'll watch it just again. It's 1-0, Newcastle United. Alexander Isak, 3 minutes into the second half. And that is as big a goal earlier on this season as we've scored. Oh, my goodness. And that changes, the whole complexion. Oh, City free kick. Wow, all right. But that changes the whole complexion of this match from a City standpoint. Heck, it changes it from a Newcastle standpoint. We're going to keep on defending. Oh, and he just went wide from Kevin De Bruyne. I'll take that. We'll make a quick change. Bring on Tonali. Played well in the cup match. Oh, man. That was heck of a way to start this second half. And now City are going to turn the screw as much as you would expect them to. Oh, he's onside, and it had to be. We couldn't defend worth a dang. Jack Grealish makes it 1-1. And not really sure. We were all just kind of standing there with the thumbs up our backsides, but it's 1-1. That's not a huge deal. A draw was really what I was looking for to begin with at the beginning of the day. And almost snuck in a second goal there. City are showing that they're not perfect. We're going to keep Isak in just a little bit longer. Bring Lewis Hall off. I really want a left-footed. It's the best I got. I should have waited till after the corner to take him off. It is what it is. Yeah, not the best corner, but, whatever. Keep it in. Oh. Well, just over half an hour. Play left. And Isak has been just barely offside. It's all right. We'll go ahead and bring Callum Wilson on. They're both tired. Wilson played the full 90 against Port Vale. And just getting it down the field is exactly what I want to do right now. As City bring it back in. And we can't find a Newcastle player to save our lives. Oh, it's the post again from City. That's twice now they've hit the post. 5 minutes left. Can we hold on and get ourselves a great draw here against... Oh, it does make it through to Callum Wilson. Anthony Gordon. Sure enough, 2-1. I'm sorry, it's Jacob Murphy. And with 2 minutes left, Newcastle United. Is this going to be a famous victory at St. James's Park? The champions are crestfallen. They've hit the post twice, and Jacob Murphy, is he Newcastle's hero? Oh my goodness. And all we have to do is just hold on through stoppage time. And this could be a famous Newcastle win. 5 minutes of stoppage time. And it goes wide, and that's exactly what we needed. And we're going to take it short, like we do most of the time. And we're going to pull City forward and just try to launch it up the field. The fans begging for the final whistle. Kieran Trippier. Jacob Murphy to seal it. He does! It's 3-1 to Newcastle. And that is the biggest result of the early season. Oh my goodness. Jacob Murphy, the post, is our hero on both ends of the field. It denied City twice, and it's given us a 3-1 lead. And who saw this coming, especially after the display against Port Vale? It was Newcastle 3, Manchester City 1. Well, that is a massive result that sees us go top of the table until Manchester United play their next game. Wow, that is huge. This will be the last match of the episode here against Everton. Oh, man, I just can't believe it. Holy cow. And we're dropped back down to third, which is completely fine. Aston Villa and United are top of the table. City down to 9th after that defeat. And the bottom 3 are still, or Wolves still at the bottom, and then Southampton and Ipswich Town. Whew. All right, well, let's get this Everton game. Let's see what Joe Willock wants. Probably to get some starting time. That's fine. We just ruined that, but it's all right. I didn't mean to pick that one necessarily. But we'll give Joe Willock the start here against Everton. Oh, man, guys, I really cannot stress enough just how huge that win is for us in the context of the season so far. All right, well, here we go. Away to Everton.
Our cameras on one man.
And let's see if we can keep this run going in the episode with another 3 points. Goodison Park, great stadium if you've never been. Oh, I got so lucky to be there. Probably one of the final tours of the stadium before it's demolished for Everton's new stadium. A lot of class from that club, at least during that tour. Super cool. Really enjoyed it. Very old school feeling to it. So yeah, if you get a chance, I highly recommend it. The tour guides were great. The staff was great. One of their FA Cup replicas that they passed around in the locker room. We were able to get some pictures with it. That was really nice. And then showed off, of course, their 1985 lounge, their best season ever. Anyway, this is a Newcastle save, not an Everton save. 3 more points today against Sean Dyche's Everton is the plan to see off the episode. Anthony Gordon to Tonali, Joe Linton, Jacob Murphy, the hero against Manchester City, and he Sackett's just wide, but I think he was offside. No, it was a goal kick. But, wow, that still all running a high from that Manchester City win. Did not expect that, especially after the way the Tottenham game went when we play some of the big teams. But City's form, I guess, translating from real life to the video game, and we got ourselves 3 massive points. Anthony Gordon against his former club, and he does, sneaking in at that near post. And Newcastle United have a 1-0 lead. We'll watch that goal again. I'm surprised that he was able to get that. Jordan Pickford beating his near post. But Anthony Gordon against his former club. 1-0 Newcastle. And that is what we like to see. Well, half an hour in, Anthony Gordon's goal is what separates us from Everton today. And I'm hoping there would not be some kind of hangover from the City win, and there hasn't been. We played very well until right then. But the weather's always been a problem for us. If you remember our Leeds season, we did not play the best in inclement weather. But happy with so far the performance today, this episode. Big wins against Wolves, Fulham, and then, of course, against City, going on ourselves a nice little run after that loss to Tottenham. And then the escaping the shock against Port Vale when we played extremely poor, but we're still able to come away with the win. And free kick, all right. Just take it. Or don't. Oh, that's got to be a foul, and it is. Good. And we're going to take it quickly. Joe Linton. And he sacked to make it 2. Great save, though, from Jordan Pickford. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not a huge Jordan Pickford fan, but it's a great save. And that's how we're going to end the half, with Newcastle being up by 1-0 against Everton. Sloppy way to start the second half. Not real too happy. Wow. Not too happy with the way that started. But regardless, we have what we came to get, and that is the lead. And Isak, can he double it? No, great save by Pickford again. Pickford kept Everton in this so far. The Magpies, 1-0 so far. Anthony Gordon again against his former club. And looks like hopefully another solid defensive performance, another clean sheet. Probably only our second or third of the season. I don't think we've gotten too many in terms of league play. We only played one cup game, so it doesn't really matter. Double change with about 17 minutes left. Probably just enough to see Everton off here. Almiron coming on, Sean Longstaff coming on. As soon as I say that, they're back in at 1-1. And that's what I get for opening my big fat mouth. And Decore makes it 1-1, and the clean sheet's gone. And all that dominance along with it. We let them hang in there too much there in the second half. We didn't get that killer second goal. Such a sloppy goal to give up. Couldn't quite hang on to possession there with 10 minutes left. That is not how I wanted this to go. Maybe there is a little bit of a hangover after the City match. Great header, but Nick Pope holds on to this one, thankfully. Never going to let him live that down after those Tottenham goals. 1 minute of stoppage time. And that's going to end the match here. We kept Everton at too long, and they came back, and it bit us in the backside. I'm not terribly disappointed with that. It is what it is. Sean Dyche's team getting the draw. It's Everton 1, Newcastle 1. Well, guys, that's where we're going to end the episode. We're going to end it currently sitting top of the table with Villa and United having games in hand. You know what? Let's just go ahead and advance for today. Okay, we'll advance for another day. Maybe they're playing one another in there here on the Monday night game. Anyway, this will be the international break. We're going to head through, though, and stop it right before the game against Brighton, which is actually the game that I saw when I went and visited Newcastle, and they lost, which is disappointing, so we're going to break that. But the table has changed a decent amount. United are top of the table with 19 points. Newcastle, Villa, City, all level on 16. Bournemouth on 15. And Chelsea wrapping up the top 6 on 14 points. And look at Arsenal, Spurs just kind of doing their thing, I guess. Bottom of the table, Southampton, Leicester, and Ipswich, all 3 of the promoted sides. Guys, that's it for today's episode. I appreciate you stopping by.